Ever imagine seeing through walls? Not in a creepy way, like through time and earth, to uncover secrets hidden for centuries. That's what we're diving into today, LiDAR, and how it's changing the game for archaeology.
Yeah, it's like giving archaeologists a superpower, letting them peel back like layers of time and see what's been lying hidden beneath their feet for generations.
We've got a deep dive into LiDAR today, specifically for archaeology, actually. It was requested. We've got some fascinating material lined up, from Maya cities to Stonehenge even. But first, what exactly is LiDAR? For those who haven't stumbled across this tech yet, paint us a picture.
Okay, so imagine like a superpowered bat.
Okay.
So bats use echolocation, right? They send out sound waves, use the echoes to like build a map of their surroundings. LiDAR does something similar, but instead of sound, it uses light. Lasers, to be precise.
Lasers.
Yeah, these lasers are fired at the ground from an airplane or a drone. And by measuring how long it takes for the light to bounce back, LiDAR can create these incredibly detailed 3D maps of the terrain below.
Okay, so we've got lasers bouncing off the ground. But how does that help us find lost cities or understand ancient settlements? What makes it so special for archaeology?
So what's fascinating here is LiDAR doesn't just map the surface, it can actually see through things.
What?
Yeah. Imagine a dense jungle canopy, so thick you can barely see the ground from above. Traditional aerial photography wouldn't show you much. But LiDAR cuts right through that, revealing the ground below in astonishing detail.
So it's like having X-ray vision
Exactly.
for landscapes. No wonder archaeologists are so excited about this. You mentioned finding lost cities. Is that what happened with the Maya city in Guatemala we read about?
Yes. This is a prime example of LiDAR's power. We're talking about a sprawling Maya city hidden for centuries beneath the dense jungles of Guatemala.
Wow.
Completely invisible from the ground. It was only when they flew a LiDAR survey over the area that this incredible city emerged.
Wait, so they just pointed a LiDAR scanner at a random patch of jungle and boom, a lost city. How do they even know where to look?
That's the thing. For a long time, they didn't. This discovery wasn't about knowing exactly where to look. It was about using LiDAR to see what was hidden in a place where traditional methods they just couldn't reach. And what they found was a game changer. This wasn't just a small village. The LiDAR revealed plazas, palaces, pyramids, all connected by this network of roads and waterways.
A whole city just waiting to be rediscovered. It's like something out of an Indiana Jones film.
It really is. And it completely changed, it completely changed our understanding of the Maya civilization, their urban planning, the scale of their civilization. It's amazing to think about what else might be hidden out there, just waiting for the right technology to reveal it.
Okay, that's one for the history books, literally. But we also have Stonehenge in our research. What's LiDAR uncovered at a site as well known as Stonehenge?
You'd think we knew everything about Stonehenge, right?
Right.
It's been studied for centuries. But even at this iconic site, LiDAR made groundbreaking discoveries. For instance, they found the remnants of this massive timber structure dating back 6,000 years older than the stone circle itself.
Older than Stonehenge. What was it used for?
That's what's so exciting. We're still trying to piece together the puzzle. Early theories suggest it may have been used for rituals or burials. But LiDAR didn't stop there. It also revealed evidence of at least 60 additional stone pillars spread out over this huge area. These were completely unknown before the LiDAR scans.
So it's like Stonehenge had this secret, even older, bigger brother hiding in plain sight. Incredible. We're talking about two very different environments here, a dense jungle and the open countryside of England. But LiDAR worked in both places. Is there anywhere it doesn't work?
That's the beauty of LiDAR, its versatility. It's not limited by vegetation or terrain like traditional methods. Dense forests, deserts, even underwater LiDAR can cut through the noise and give us this incredibly accurate 3D picture of what lies beneath.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. Underwater LiDAR. You're telling me we could use this to find Atlantis?
Atlantis might be a story for another deep dive.
Right.
But you're right, the possibilities are exciting. But even sticking with dry land for now, LiDAR isn't just about finding spectacular cities or adding a few stones to a famous site. It's changing how we understand the past on a much more, granular level.
You mean like how regular people live their lives, not just kings and queens?
Precisely. LiDAR helps analyze how settlements evolved over time, how people farmed their land, even things like the layout of their houses and fields. These may seem like small details, but they paint a much richer, more complete picture of the past.
So LiDAR can reveal the everyday lives of people who lived thousands of years ago. That's incredible. What else did they find in our sources? We have to hear about that fort in Canada.
Ah, yes. Beausejour Fort Cumberland, to be exact. This fort saw some serious action during the sieges of the 1700s, and LiDAR revealed features related to these battles that were completely invisible to the naked eye.
Like what kind of features? Invisible cannons?
Yeah.
Secret tunnels?
Think more along the lines of earthworks, trenches, other defensive structures that had been, absorbed back into the landscape over time. LiDAR was able to pick out these subtle changes in elevation, revealing the fort's battle scars centuries later.
Wow. It's like looking back in time.
Yeah.
And to think all of this was hidden right there beneath our feet. It makes you wonder what else we're missing.
It really does. And that's the thing about archaeology. It's an ever-evolving field. With tools like LiDAR, we're constantly making new discoveries, rewriting history even.
Yeah. Speaking of rewriting history, there's one more source we have to get to. The search for the legendary City of the Monkey God in Honduras. Did LiDAR finally pinpoint its location? Tell us everything.
Well, this one's a bit of a cliffhanger, I'm afraid. The search didn't conclusively locate the legendary city itself, but it did reveal evidence of man-made structures in the region. The mystery, as they say, continues.
Oh, man. I was hoping for a "we found it" moment. But I guess that's archaeology for you. Always more to uncover. Speaking of uncovering, LiDAR's reach goes way beyond archaeology, right? I read it's used for everything from mapping forests to guiding self-driving cars.
Absolutely. We've just explored one fascinating facet of its capabilities today, but LiDARs is used in a truly impressive array of fields. Mapping forests, measuring ocean depths, even guiding self-driving cars, you name it. There are even LiDAR systems in space right now mapping the surface of Mars.
Space. It's amazing how this one technology is being used to explore everything from ancient ruins to the surface of other planets. It makes you wonder, though, what about underwater archaeology? Could LiDAR be used to scan the ocean floor and uncover even older civilizations lost to rising sea levels thousands of years ago?
Now, that is a fascinating question and one that researchers are actively exploring. The ocean floor is like Earth's final unexplored frontier, holding countless secrets of the past. While traditional sonar has given us glimpses, LiDAR, with its ability to create high-resolution 3D maps even in challenging conditions, could revolutionize our understanding of underwater archaeology.
Imagine being able to see ancient shipwrecks, submerged cities, who knows what else, in stunning detail. Okay, so underwater LiDAR. Is that even a thing? Is it science fiction or reality?
It's becoming more of a reality every day. While it faces unique challenges in an underwater environment like water clarity, light absorption researchers are actively developing and refining underwater LiDAR systems.
So not just a possibility for the future, it's already happening. This is incredible.
Yeah.
But why isn't everyone doing it? What's the holdup?
Well, like with any new technology, there are hurdles to overcome. Underwater LiDAR is still relatively new and expensive, and mapping large areas of the ocean floor, that's a massive undertaking. Imagine the scale. It's not like sending a drone out for a quick scan.
Okay, I get it. Huge undertaking. But challenges aside, what are the biggest potential rewards of underwater LiDAR? What could we learn?
Imagine uncovering the secrets of submerged cities lost to time, finding evidence of ancient trade routes, and maybe even discovering entirely new species of marine life that have adapted to these hidden underwater worlds. The possibilities are truly awe-inspiring.
Okay, I'm officially hooked. Underwater LiDAR needs to be our next deep dive for sure. But for now, we've reached the end of our LiDAR journey, at least for part 1 of this episode.
Indeed. But this is just the beginning of the journey. We've only scratched the surface of what LiDAR can do and the incredible discoveries it has yet to reveal.
Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the world of LiDAR and explore the ethical considerations, technological advancements, and the mind-blowing potential of this groundbreaking technology. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after a short break.
And we're back, diving even deeper into this fascinating world of LiDAR.
It's amazing to think we've only just scratched the surface. We talked about lost cities, battlefields, but what about individual artifacts? Can LiDAR pinpoint those too? Could it help us find a buried treasure chest?
Well, while LiDAR excels at revealing, large-scale features and landscapes, it's less precise when it comes to very small objects. Think of it like this. LiDAR can see the entire forest, but it might miss a single leaf on the ground.
Okay, no treasure chest popping up on our 3D maps then. But still, The level of detail we are seeing is astonishing. It's like a whole new layer of reality has been revealed.
And that's what makes LiDAR such a game changer for so many fields. We're not just seeing the world in a new way, we're understanding it in a new way. Take, for example, how LiDAR is being used to study ancient agriculture.
We did touch on that earlier. You mentioned LiDAR helps us understand how ancient people farmed their land.
Exactly. In the UK, archaeologists are using LiDAR to analyze the remains of ancient field systems, terraces, irrigation channels, all of which are invisible to the naked eye. These features can reveal a lot about past societies, like how they managed their food supply, how their populations grew, and even how they adapted to climate change.
So LiDAR isn't just about discovering pyramids and palaces. It's helping us understand the day-to-day lives of people who lived centuries ago. It's giving us this, incredibly rich and detailed picture of the past.
And it's not just about the past either. The data collected by LiDAR has implications for the present and the future too. For example, by studying how ancient civilizations managed their resources and interacted with their environment, we can gain valuable insights into how we can create more sustainable practices today.
That's a really interesting point. It's like LiDAR is bridging the gap between the past and the present, helping us learn from those who came before us.
Precisely. It's a powerful tool for understanding our place in the world and the long-term impact of human activities.
It really makes you realize how much we don't know about our own planet. It's like we're just beginning to understand the true scope of human history and ingenuity.
Absolutely. And the more we learn, the more we realize how interconnected everything is. The choices people made thousands of years ago, how they shaped their environment, it all has this ripple effect on us today.
That's a powerful thought. So it sounds like LiDAR isn't just about digging up the past. It's about understanding our present and shaping our future.
You've hit the nail on the head. LiDAR is a tool for discovery, but it's also a tool for reflection. It forces us to confront the past, both the triumphs and the failures, and to think critically about the choices we're making today.
It's amazing how one technology can do all that. It's like having a superpower, the ability to see through time and space.
It's certainly a powerful tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. It's crucial that we use this technology responsibly, ethically, and with a deep respect for the past and the people who came before us.
That's a really important point. We can't just go around digging up everything we find without considering the consequences. We have a responsibility to protect and preserve these archaeological treasures for future generations.
Absolutely. And that means involving local communities, respecting cultural heritage, and ensuring that the benefits of this technology are shared equitably. We need to ask ourselves, who is this technology benefiting? Who might be left out of the conversation?
It sounds like LiDAR is raising a whole host of ethical questions along with all these exciting discoveries. How do we ensure LiDAR is used responsibly and doesn't cause harm?
It's a conversation that's just beginning. As this technology becomes more powerful, more accessible, we need to think critically about how it's used and who benefits from it. It's not just about the science, it's about the social impact as well.
It's a lot to consider, but it's important stuff. We have to be mindful of the potential consequences, even as we celebrate the incredible discoveries LiDAR makes possible.
Precisely. As LiDAR continues to evolve and new applications emerge, we need to be prepared for the ethical dilemmas and societal challenges that will inevitably arise.
It's definitely a lot to wrap our heads around, but it's also incredibly exciting to be living in a time when this kind of technology is transforming our understanding of the world and our place in it.
I agree. And who knows what the future holds? We may be on the verge of even more astonishing discoveries thanks to LiDAR and other emerging technologies. The possibilities are truly endless.
Endless possibilities. You mentioned other emerging technologies. What are some of those? And how might they be used in conjunction with LiDAR to further enhance our understanding of the past?
Well, one exciting development is the integration of LiDAR with artificial intelligence AI.
AI. That's right. We hear about it everywhere these days. How exactly can AI be used with LiDAR in archaeology?
Imagine this. You have this massive LiDAR data set covering hundreds of square miles of jungle filled with millions of data points. Analyzing all that data manually would take years, even decades. But AI can sift through all that information in a fraction of the time, identifying patterns, highlighting anomalies, and even predicting the location of potential archaeological sites.
So AI can act like this superpowered archaeologist, sifting through the data and pointing us in the right direction.
Exactly. It can help us prioritize areas for excavation, saving time, resources, and ensuring that we're focusing on the most promising sites.
That's a game changer. And what about other technologies? What else is on the horizon that could be combined with LiDAR? to push the boundaries of archaeological discovery even further.
Another fascinating area is the development of augmented reality AR applications for archaeology. Imagine using a tablet or a smartphone at an archaeological site and seeing a 3D reconstruction of what it looked like in its heyday, superimposed over the present-day ruins.
Whoa, that would be incredible. Like having a time machine in your pocket. How does that work with LiDAR?
LiDAR provides the precise 3D data needed to create those realistic reconstructions. At the same time, AR technology allows us to overlay those virtual models onto the real world, creating an immersive, interactive experience for visitors and researchers alike.
So we could be walking through the ruins of a Roman villa, for example, and see it come to life around us, with virtual furniture, people, even animals. That's next-level archaeology.
Exactly. It would be a revolutionary way to engage with the past, making it more accessible, engaging, and understandable for everyone.
This is blowing my mind. But let's come back to the present for a moment. We've explored the potential of LiDAR, AI, and AR in archaeology. But how are these technologies being used in other fields today? And what does that tell us about their potential for the future?
Well, you've already mentioned self-driving cars, which rely heavily on LiDAR to navigate their surroundings. But LiDAR is also being used in forestry, agriculture, even urban planning, helping us manage our resources more sustainably, map our cities more effectively, and understand our environment in new ways.
It sounds like LiDAR is touching almost every aspect of our lives. And with AI and AR coming into the mix, it's only a matter of time before these technologies become even more integrated into our daily routines.
You're right. We're on the cusp of a technological revolution, and LiDAR is at the forefront. It's already transforming the way we live, work, and interact with the world around us. And its impact is only going to grow in the years to come.
It's exciting and a little bit daunting at the same time. But as we've discussed, it's crucial that we approach these powerful technologies with a sense of responsibility, ethics, and a deep understanding of their potential impact.
I couldn't agree more. The future is what we make it, and we have a responsibility to shape it wisely.
Wisely indeed. Well, we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive, from the nitty-gritty of how LiDAR works to its incredible potential to transform our understanding of the past, present, and future. But there's one more crucial aspect of this technology that we need to address before we wrap up.
And that is?
The accessibility of LiDAR data. We've talked about all these amazing discoveries and applications, but who has access to this information? And how can we ensure that the benefits of LiDAR are shared widely and equitably?
That's a critical question,
Yeah.
and it gets to the heart of how we use technology to benefit all of humanity, not just a select few.
Exactly. So what is the current state of LiDAR data accessibility? Is it locked away in ivory towers, or is it freely available to, anyone who wants to explore it?
The good news is there's a growing movement towards open access LiDAR data.
Open access. Tell me more.
Yeah, governments, research institutions, even private companies, they're starting to make LiDAR data freely available to the public, recognizing its value, I think, for research, education, even citizen science projects.
Citizen science. I love that. It's like
Okay.
everyone can be an archaeologist now, thanks to LiDAR and open data initiatives.
That's the goal. By making this data widely accessible, we're empowering people to explore their own backyards, make new discoveries, and contribute to our collective understanding of the world.
That's incredible. So where can people go to access this open LiDAR data? Are we talking about dusty archives or online portals?
We're definitely talking about online portals in this day and age. There are several websites and platforms that provide access to free LiDAR data, often with user-friendly interfaces and tools that make it easy to visualize, analyze, even download the data.
So anyone with a computer and an internet connection can start exploring the world through the lens of LiDAR.
Exactly. And with a little bit of curiosity and a willingness to learn, who knows what discoveries you might make?
This is incredibly empowering. It's like the democratization of archaeology with LiDAR and open data initiatives, breaking down barriers and making this field accessible to everyone.
And that's what makes it so exciting. We're all explorers now, thanks to LiDAR.
Explorers indeed. Well, we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive, from the science of LiDAR to its ethical implications and its potential to, transform our world in countless ways.
It's truly remarkable how one technology can unlock so many doors to past, present, and future.
It really is. But before we wrap up, I want to bring it back to you, our listener. We've thrown a lot of information your way today. But what stands out to you?
What sparked your curiosity?
What questions are swirling in your mind right now?
We've talked about lost cities, hidden battlefields, the potential for underwater discoveries.
But perhaps what intrigues you most, is the idea of using LiDAR to explore your own local area, to uncover the hidden histories right beneath your feet.
Or maybe you're captivated by the potential of AI and AR to bring the past to life, to create immersive experiences that transport you back in time.
Whatever it is that sparked your interest, we encourage you to dive deeper, explore those questions, see where this journey of discovery takes you.
Because that's the beauty of knowledge. It's a never-ending journey. And with tools like LiDAR at our disposal, the possibilities are truly limitless.
Limitless possibilities, that's a perfect way to sum up this deep dive into the world of LiDAR. We've explored its power to reveal the past, its potential to shape the future, and its ability to connect us all through a shared sense of wonder and discovery.
It's a powerful reminder that there's always more to learn, more to uncover, and more to understand.
But as we've emphasized throughout this episode, it's not just about the technology. It's about how we use it.
It's about harnessing the power of innovation responsibly, ethically, for the betterment of humanity and our planet.
So as we conclude our deep dive into the world of LiDAR, we leave you with this final thought. What will you discover with this incredible tool?
Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep your sense of wonder alive.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Until next time.